or that was chapter 5, it says, fear God. Guard yourselves when you go to the house of God. To draw near to listen is better than to offer the sacrifices of fools. Read that again. Guard yourselves when you go to the house of God. To draw near to listen is better than to offer the sacrifice of fools, for they do not know that they are doing evil. Be not rash with your mouth, nor let your heart be hasty or hurry to utter a word before God, for God is in heaven and you are on earth. Therefore let your words be few, for a dream comes with much business, and a fool's voice with many words. When you vow a vow to God or a promise to God, do not delay paying it, for he has no pleasure in fools. Pay what you vow, or what you promise. It is better that you should not vow than that you should vow and not pay. Let your mouth lead you into sin, or says that let again, verse 6. Let not your mouth lead you into sin, and do not say before the messenger that it was a mistake. Why should God be angry at your voice and destroy the work of your hands? But when dreams increase and words grow many, there is vanity. But God is the one you must fear. Exactly, fear God. Don't fear man. Man can't do anything to you. I mean, at the end of the day, who do you have to fear? When Christ returns, who do you have to fear? Man? No, you have to fear God Himself, Jesus Christ. It's just common sense. So don't fear what man says or thinks or whatever. You fear what God thinks. You fear God Himself, because He's the one that you want to answer to when He returns, or when you die, not man. The vanity of wealth and honor. If you see in a province the oppression of the poor and the violation of justice and righteousness, do not be amazed at the matter, for the high official is watched by a higher, and there are yet higher ones over them. But this is gain for land every way, a king committed to cultivated fields. He who loves money will not be satisfied with money, nor he who loves wealth with his income. This also is vanity. And read verse 10 again. He who loves money will not be satisfied with money, nor he who loves wealth with his income. This also is vanity. When goods increase, they increase to eat them. And what advantage has their own, or and what advantage has their owner but to see them with his eyes? Sweet is the sleep of a laborer, or someone who works, whether he eats little or much, but the full stomach of the rich will not let him sleep. There is a grievous evil that I have seen under the sun. Riches were kept by their owner to his hurt, and those riches were lost in a bad adventure. And he is father of a son, but he has nothing in his hand, and as he came from his mother's womb, he shall go again. Naked as he came, and shall take nothing for his toil that he may carry away in his hand. This also is a grievous evil. Just as he came, so shall he go, and what gain is there to him who toils for the wind? Moreover, all his days he eats in darkness and much vexation, and sickness and anger. Behold, what have I seen to be good and fitting is to eat and drink and find enjoyment, and all the toil with which one toils under the sun for few. Read that again. I told you missed a sentence. I read so fast, it's aggravating. Verse 18. Behold, what I have seen to be good and fitting is to eat and drink and find enjoyment, and all the toil with which one toils under the sun for the few days of his life that God has given him, for this is his life. Everyone also to whom God has given wealth and possessions and power to enjoy them, and to accept his lot and rejoice in his toil, this is the gift of God, for he will not much remember the days of his life, because God keeps him occupied with joy in his heart. So that's chapter 5 about fearing God. Don't fear man, fear God, because at the end of the day, at His return, He's the one that you won't have to answer to, is God, not man. And of course, the vanity of wealth and honor. And that's chapter 5. That was chapter 6 here shortly.